listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. WrestleMania is in the books, baby.
Perfect.
And we are here to talk about night 2. And what a joyous night it was. What a joyous night it was. But before we do that, check out my socials. As always, follow me, RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. Most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We got the dingback, baby. As always, follow me on What the Wrestling on Anchor and Spotify for the audio version in case you don't want to sit here and see my sexy face, but it's all good. Let's not waste any time. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. Here we talk about all things wrestling. Once again, I am your host, RJD. And man, we have WrestleMania is over. And it is in the books. It's cold in this room, so I put a heater in the background over there. I know I pointed it out. But listen, WrestleMania is in the books. And dare I say, it was good. Night 1 was good. Night 2 was good. We had wrestling on night 1. We had sports entertainment on night 2. And for those of you who go around saying sports entertainment sucks, it doesn't suck when it's done right. Okay?
Stop it. Get some help.
When it's done right, sports entertainment is A-OK with me. They did their thing, man. A lot of people did their thing last night. We had some clunkers out there. We had some people who showed up and showed out. Roman Reigns might be legit hurt. So we got to talk about that too, which I will get into. And we had some funny shit go down tomorrow. So we are going to talk yesterday. So we're going to talk about it all. But before we do, hit the goddamn like button. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling, you already have the socials. They will be back up again at the end of the show. Show some love to your boy. Everything is in the link, which is in the description down below. So, thank you for all that.
Perfect.
Now, moving on. Let's start with as a whole. What did I think about WrestleMania? WrestleMania 38 as a whole was a good show. Night 1 was good. Night 2 was good. They had the wrestling mostly on night 1. They had the sports entertainment mostly on night 2. We had a surprise, a major surprise, the worst kept secret in all of wrestling. We had surprising matches, McMahon, Stone Cold. We had legends retiring, Undertaker. We had a little bit of everything. A lot of the times we go into WrestleMania with very low expectations because a lot of the times WrestleMania absolutely sucks. This is true. But this year, we are not going to sit up here and act like WrestleMania was bad, because that is bullshit. And we're not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, WrestleMania ain't that good. It wasn't even all that, blah, blah, blah. Nah, fam. We're not doing that this year. We're not doing that. Because if you say that,
you stupid.
Because that'd be a stone cold lie.
Stop the cap.
So what I'm going to say is WrestleMania this year was good. It was good. I was thoroughly entertained by damn near everything I saw. Yeah, we had a couple clunkers. Okay, it happens. But for the most part, I enjoyed everything on both nights for the most part. So let's start with the opener. First things first, I love the fact that the pre-show has no matches. I love that. Fuck that. Put your video packages on the pre-show. Have the panel discuss things. I don't want to see no matches on the pre-show. Just for the sake of having matches on the pre-show. So that was a good thing. I meant to say that yesterday, but that was great. We opened the show with Triple H. We opened the show with Triple H. He came out to a massive, massive ovation. He had his boots, his ring boots, and he left his ring boots in the ring. This is customary of wrestlers who are retiring. They leave their ring boots in the ring. After the fact, he got the crowd hype and said, "Welcome to WrestleMania." He thanked the crowd, hugged his kids. Shout out to Triple H. And WrestleMania got underway with RK Bros versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. This match was a good opener, a hot opener. The fact that it was basically a triple threat tag team is awesome. And this had a lot from start to finish. Basically, this was an all-out brawl from the jump. We had Montez Ford doing a damn dive. If you've ever seen Stu Grayson, Evil Uno's partner from the Dark Order, he does this shit all the time where he jumps over the turnbuckle and the ring post. I've seen Ricochet do it too. Craziness. He did that, flipping out. Chad Gable did his own moonsault. Seconds later, this was very, very early in the match. Otis got tagged in, hit Dawkins and Riddle with a splash to break the pin. They slowed the match down in the middle. Randy Orton building to a hot tag has become like something very, very good. It's like he be getting the crowd hype. It's like, love Randy Orton hot tag. He got the hot tag, cleared the ring, took everybody out. That led to both members of RK Bros Spike DDTing the Street Profits. Big near fall after that. Gable came in with a blockbuster on Dawkins, which was cool. Riddle took out Montez Ford with an RKO springboard, which was, to me, fire. So he springboarded. Montez was about to do his frog splash, and he springboarded and basically caught Montez from the top rope and RKO'd him. Huge pop from the crowd. Chad Gable jumped off the top rope, and he caught an RKO from the top rope. And the RK Bros retained. RK Bros are one of the shining spots on Monday Night Raw. Love the RK Bros. I wish they had more of a division. The eventual breakup and heel turn of Randy Orton is going to be lovely. Can't wait for it. After the match, we had everybody celebrating. Montez Ford came, and everybody was sharing beverages.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Everybody was sharing beverages, in the red cups. And Gabe Stevenson then came in, and they wanted him to join in on the action. But Chad Gable then was talking shit to Gabe Stevenson, and Gabe gave him a belly-to-belly belly-to-belly suplex and was like, let's go. And he basically muscled it up and knocked him out and basically said, get the fuck out of here! Respectfully. And called it a day. This was great. He ended up getting shooshed himself after he tried to shoosh everybody, Chad Gable. So he got his ass kicked. It's funny. Everybody left the ring at the same time. Like, yeah, you done fucked up, bro. Two-time Olympian over here. So shout out to Chad Gable, Gabe Stevenson. Great stuff. Then we had Bobby Lashley versus Omos. And not going to lie, didn't care for this very much.
Stop it. Get some help.
Omos is very green. But, I mean, it was okay for what it was. Thankfully, it wasn't that quick. But Lashley tried to get him in a hurt lock. Omos was basically throwing him around. He even caught him off of a dive off the second rope. He even caught him. But later in the match, he hit him with a vertical suplex and then hit him with a spear and then another spear. And that was all she wrote. Omos took the loss. This was good because it was short, quick, and to the point. Good stuff. Then we had the I couldn't stop laughing my ass off part of the night. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville and all of Jackass. This was, matter of fact, this was sports entertainment done right. First and foremost, Sami Zayn. Whatever they give Sami Zayn to do, he takes chicken shit and he makes chicken lemonade out of it. I don't know how he does it, but Sami Zayn is very good. And he made Johnny Knoxville and the Jackass Boys look fantastic. Sami Zayn immediately came out, hit him with a haluva kick. Johnny Knoxville is such a great seller because he's not really selling. That's how he does. When he does Jackass and he gets hurt, he goes, oh my God, it hurts so much. And he's walking around like an old man. He did that shit in the early 2000s when Jackass first started. He was 20 years younger, and he was still selling. But he was not selling because it's real. He's hurt. He's a hurt, battered man. And when he's selling in this match, he looks like he's not selling because that's how he really looks on Jackass. It's hilarious. I love this. I loved every minute of this. Haluva kick right off the bat. Knoxville gets a fire extinguisher, shoots it in Sami Zayn's face. But Sami Zayn got some weapons. First, he hit him with the damn trash can in the corner. Then he literally bent a crutch over his back, and that hurt for real. That looked like it sucked. When I heard that, I was like, God damn, that shit looked like it hurt. Pulled a table from under the ring, threw it in the ring. Then he pulled another table from under the ring, and it had mouse traps on it. And he actually hit himself with one of the mouse traps. That was funny. Went back into the ring. Johnny Knoxville used a pair of trash can lids, smashed it over his head, and he tried to suplex Sami Zayn through a table, but he was the one who went through the damn table in the corner. Then shit got crazy.
Nope.
Oh, I mean that in a good way. Then we had Chris Pontius, Party Boy. He came in, started doing this Party Boy shtick, started jumping, dancing. Sami Zayn pushed him, so he took off his clothes, took off his pants, had a freaking halfway thong on showing his ass. Pat McAfee with the line of the night. Man, because Johnny Knoxville ended up kicking him in the face, and he said, yo, why'd he do that? His ass was just about to get over. Oh, man, this was fucking hilarious. So he was dancing, he stripped down, he got kicked in the face. Then Sami Zayn went to the outside. He reached under to see what else was under there, but he got punched in the face. And who else comes out? It's Wee Man. Wee Man comes out. Humongous pop for Wee Man. He attacks Sami Zayn, rights, lefts, kicks, rights, lefts, kicks. And then Sami Zayn runs into the ring. Wee Man hurdles and jumps in the ring effortlessly, flawlessly. Now, If you watch Jackass, Wee Man is a little person. So you would think it'd be hard for him to, jump in the ring and hurdle the ring. And it looked even better because he was the one with the most intensity out of all the Jackass guys. So he jumps in the ring, and then he gives Sami Zayn a scoop a body slam. Crowd goes crazy. Then Johnny Knoxville hits a tornado DDT.
Surprise, motherfucker.
For a near fall that had me jump off my couch legitimately. I legitimately jumped off my couch. And at this point, I was telling myself,
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm just looking around like, this is
Perfect.
This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. Then they go out, they put some contraptions in the ring, and then Wee Man, after they bring in this nutcracker contraption, Wee Man gets a little kicked in the face. Massive heat from the crowd. Johnny Knoxville, he then comes back in. He knocks Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was going for something off the top rope. He hit a button, and the pyro went off. Sami Zayn crotched himself because he got scared from the pyro. Then this built to Johnny Knoxville. Sami Zayn went back to the top. Johnny Knoxville grabbed like vice grips. Vice gripped his nuts, threw the vice grips on the floor, and then took Sami Zayn and threw him off the top rope into the chair, into the table with the mouse traps. That was gnarly.
Gotcha, bitch.
That was gnarly. I was like, God damn, that looked like it hurt.
You lose.
And then at this point, it was like,
You win.
no, wait, wrong button.
Finish him.
So at this point, it was like, finish him. They got him back in the ring. All the Jackass boys got in the ring. They brought into the ring a huge mouse trap. And they basically got Sami Zayn up, put him on this mouse trap. Well, first he crotched him. He crotched him with the bowling ball. He threw a bowling ball into his balls. Then he crotched him with the kick nutcracker contraption. Put him on the mouse trap. This was Looney Tunes. This is what this was. This was Looney Tunes in real life. Where's the Acme Anvil? That's what this was. This was fucking fantastic. I love this. I watched it 3 times just to laugh. Oh, I forgot about my favorite part. Oh my God. So before Sami Zayn, after Sami Zayn got crotched and thrown off the mouse traps, before he got crotched with the bowling ball, he was on the outside. Oh my God, may the Lord open. So he got crotched. Before he got crotched and with the bowling ball, he walks around the ring. He's like running from Sami Zayn, like, get away from me. And when he's going, he runs into a huge hand slap. Boom! Right in the face, knocked him right on the floor. I don't think I've laughed that hard in like months. Literally, I was like,
Get the fuck out of here.
these guys are retarded. Respectfully. Like, I was like, what am I watching? Now, if you've seen Jackass, you know there's a skit where they have the giant hand. I think it's in Jackass 2 or Jackass 3. There's a giant hand, and he's like, high five. Like it was in the trailer. Wee Man goes, high five. He's like, yeah. And then they let the hand go, and it smacks the guy right in the face. And they fall backwards. Sami Zayn got smacked so hard. He got smacked so hard in the damn face. Oh. Holy shit. Oh, man. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Smack. Oh, my God. It was the fucking funniest thing on the entire show. Oh, man. So after that, he got hit in the nuts with the bowling ball. Then he got crotch with the leg. They put him on the mouse trap. Everybody jumped in the ring. Johnny Knoxville pulled the wire, but the mouse trap didn't fold over. So he had to physically like pull it from the inside. It folded on Sami Zayn. He couldn't get up. He got pinned. He got rolled up because the mouse trap was holding him down. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn loses. Johnny Knoxville wins. Everybody celebrates. This was Looney Tunes if Looney Tunes was real. This was fucking hilarious. I swear to God, I watched this thing 3 times in 24 hours. If you're having a bad day, just go watch this match. You are guaranteed to laugh. I am not angry at sports entertainment. I love sports entertainment when it's done right. Shaq and Jade versus Cody and Red Velvet. I loved it. Sports entertainment. Logan Paul, The Miz versus the Mysterios. Sports entertainment. My man Logan Paul doing the Eddie Shimmy. I love it. I love sports entertainment. I think there's a place for that in wrestling. You need wrestling, you need comedy, you need sports entertainment, you need flips and shit, you need FTR, no flips, just fists. You need all of that. Pro wrestling is supposed to be all of that. This was hilarious. I dare call this the match of the night, but for me, the match of the night was coming up soon. But this was hilarious. Laugh my ass off. Thank you to the Jackass guys and Sami Zayn. You guys are awesome. Next, we had the women's tag team match. Carmella, Queen Zelina, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Liv for Brutality, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler. Only thing I remember about this match is we had a moonsault. We had 2 dives in the beginning by Queen Zelina and somebody else. And the end of the match was a code breaker, it was like a facebuster code breaker combo by Naomi and Sasha Banks. They are the new tag team champions. The ladies worked hard, but the problem with this is that there was really no build to it. They're a bunch of makeshift tag teams. All of these ladies worked hard. All of these ladies can wrestle, but Rhea Ripley needs to go out on her own because she needs to go out on her own. I like Carmella and Queen Zelina. Carmella's going away for a while because she's getting married. Congrats to her. Sasha Banks and Naomi are a dope-ass tag team. The glow entrance was phenomenal. Sasha Banks drove in on a Lambo, and that was dope. Her entrance was fire. Legit boss bitch shit. Awesome. Shayna Baszler, she could be the badass of the division. Didn't like her makeup. Her makeup looked crazy. And Natalya is just a constant. She's always there. They worked hard, but they need to build a better story. And hopefully with Sasha Banks and Naomi, they do something with these tag team titles to make us actually give a shit. But these ladies worked hard, so I can't get mad. It's just they need to do better and give us some stories. Then we have AJ Styles and Edge. This was the pro wrestling match of the night. AJ Styles and Edge, great chemistry. Edge had AJ Styles cut himself on the entrance. The entrance stand. He cut himself, I guess, by accident. So he came out, he was bloody already. So it was like, what the hell? That was weird. But Edge had a brooding type entrance with the fire and sitting on his fiery throne with his dark, demeaning heel turn. Awesome entrance. So they had a good back and forth wrestling match. I mean, really nothing much to talk about here. The end came when Styles drove Edge into the ring apron with a suplex. Almost had a double count out. Both guys got in the ring. Styles hit a springboard 450, but Edge got back into the ring. That resulted in a near fall. Styles hit the Styles Clash, but Edge barely kicked out. Styles was going for the phenomenal forearm when Damian Priest stood at ringside looking crazy. He looked crazy. I was like,
Nope.
he looks creepy because he's looking at Edge, but he's looking over his shoulder like this. And I'm like, why are you looking over your shoulder instead of just standing right at the man? Wait, hold up. Stop the show. Why do they tell these guys to stand like this over their shoulder when they're doing promos and interviews? It is fucking dumb. Just have them stand regular. It makes no sense at all. Okay, moving on. So he got distracted just long enough for Edge to spear him because he took too much time. So he did the springboard, went up for the phenomenal forearm, came down and got speared and lost. After the match, Damian Priest hopped in the ring. They looked at each other and they started laughing. Ha, 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 ha. That being Edge and Damian Priest. So that was great because they both looked at each other and was like, creepy, but it's good. So Edge now has a new heel faction, and they basically are like, listen,
Come get some.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't mad at it at all. Good stuff here. Good stuff here. Then we had the match of the night. The New Day versus Sheamus and Rich Holland. Kofi and Xavier Woods gave tribute to Big E because they came out in basically Big E ring gear, which was great. Shout out to Big E. Get well soon. And then Sheamus and Rich Holland came out with Pete Dunne, a.k.a. Butch. This was literally a squash match. This lasted a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. Not kidding. This lasted a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. This got removed off of the card on Saturday, for them to put a 2-minute match on Sunday. Makes no sense. Like I said, the ha-ha part of the night. Butch was going crazy trying to get DQ'd. They could not calm this fucking guy down. Pete Dunne was out there he tried to jump in the ring, they calm him down. He tried to jump in the ring, they calm him down. He was about to jump in the ring and get DQ'd. The ref is like, what are you doing? They pulled him off the ring, and Sheamus carried him. Like, you pick up your baby brother and just, come on, man, what's wrong with you? Like, he carried him like a baby bro and was like, calm down. After they got the win, he jumped in the ring and started attacking Xavier Woods, and then they had to pull him off of Xavier Woods. So I love the intensity, but instead of him looking intense, it just made me laugh, like, for real. It was just funny. So that's fine. That sucks that they had gotten that spot, but hey, at least they made the show. Then we had my match of the night. Wow. My match of the night. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. First things first, Vince McMahon came out, no chance in hell. Came out to no chance, everybody went crazy. Then he introduced a soon-to-be WWE Universal Champion, Austin Theory. I know, I could do a better Vince impression than that. I can.
You stupid.
I know. I can do a better impression than that. But he came out. Pat McAfee came out to the White Stripes 7 Nation Army, which was cool. And my man came out with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Doom, 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 doom. The crowd ate this shit up. The crowd, he came out. Doom, 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 doom. He came out. Even me, I was like, oh, let's go, Pat. Let's go, Pat. My man had the glittery tank top, the glittery pants, came out in some Jordans. I was like, let's go, Pat. Yeah. Go kick his ass, Pat. Man, that was cool. Pat McAfee is really likable as a good guy, very charismatic. He's a real douchebag as a heel. What? I said he's a douchebag heel. What? Bad guy. What? Shout out to Pat McAfee, man. This was my match of the night. So they got in there. They got at it. Pat McAfee, hot start, came out, punching him, beating up Austin Theory. He ended up hitting a Hurricane Rana, which was fire. Hit him with a suplex, hit him with a Hurricane Rana, playing up to Vince McMahon at ringside. Pat McAfee. Theory took over for a little while. Pat McAfee came storming back. Theory then got beat up, thrown to the outside. And Pat McAfee put on the headset and was talking junk. I think he said his mama and dad of McAfee are watching him beat up a douchebag. And then he smashed his head on the table a couple times, which was cool. Back in the ring, Pat McAfee went for a swanton bomb, but he missed. Austin Theory got back in control, hit one of his trademark slams for a near fall. And then they went to the top rope, which was like the funnest part of the match. He was going to go off the top rope. Pat McAfee tried to superplex him, but he pushed Pat McAfee off. Pat McAfee did a full backflip and landed on his feet. And then he jumped back and he leaped and hurdled to the top rope. And, Austin Theory caught him, made sure he didn't fall. But he hurdled to the top rope and ended up hitting him with the superplex. And after the superplex, Pat McAfee got the roll-up pin. So he got the roll-up pin, and the crowd went crazy. Doom, 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 doom. So Pat McAfee got his WrestleMania moment. He started talking junk. But after the match, here's when shit got stupid.
You activated my trap card.
Vince McMahon got up, and Pat McAfee was talking junk to Vince. Vince took off his jacket, unbuttoned his shirt, pulled the shirt down, and he had the black tank top on. Now listen, Vince is 77, 76, something like that. For an 80-year-old man, Vince McMahon is in great shape because he's 80 years old. I want to look good at 80 years old too. I got a long way to go. But Vince McMahon looked every bit of 80, but he's in good shape for an older guy. And I was like, they're not going to do what I think they're going to do. And they did it. He got in the ring and said, you want to pay some big? You want to go? Right now, me and you, right now, bring a ref. And a ref came down and they rang the bell. And poor Pat McAfee.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He had to sell for Vince McMahon for 3 minutes.
Nope.
Emotional damage.
He had to sell for this 80-year-old brother for 3 whole minutes. And then he got punted. Vince McMahon was going to punt a football into the crowd, faked it, but instead punted it into Pat McAfee's ribs and pinned Pat McAfee. And Vince McMahon beat Pat McAfee. Now, stop the show. For all you guys shitting on Dave Meltzer, Dave Meltzer said that Vince was going to have a match with Pat McAfee, and he was wrong. He was wrong. Fuck Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer was right because it happened. So all of you guys owe that brother an apology, okay?
Do it.
I'm just saying.
Just do it.
Just saying. But this all led up to what we all thought was going to happen. Pat McAfee, he rolled out the ring. Austin Theory sitting there with Vince McMahon. They're about to hug. And before they embrace, Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hits. And the place goes apeshit. And it was at this point that we knew shit was about to get real.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
And it was at this point that I knew Vince McMahon had messed up. And this is what I said.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
So Stone Cold came down and basically said,
How dare you? How dare you?
how dare you beat up on poor little Pat McAfee. Austin Theory tried to attack him. He got a couple punches to the face and he got stunned. He got a Stone Cold stunner. And listen, I love when people oversell the Stone Cold stunner, like Scott Hall, The Rock. They get stunned and they just pop up and do all this extra shit. Austin Theory did some extra shit when he got hit with the stunner. I mean, he popped up, jumped around, rolled out of the ring. And Vince said, listen, man, let's have a beer. I want to have a beer with you. You want to have a beer with me? What? I want to have a beer with you. Just one beer. What? One beer? They both got the beer. And sure enough, he tasted it. He said, this is pretty good. Let's cheers. They cheers. One beer. Stone Cold Stunner. And then Vince McMahon proceeded to take the shittiest Stone Cold Stunner I've ever seen in my entire life.
How dare you?
I felt insulted that listen, Vince McMahon never, ever, ever took the stunner well. But God damn it, how you take the stunner that bad, bro?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Holy hell, Vince. That shit was horrible. I laughed so hard. And even on Facebook, I put up, how Vince McMahon fuck up the stunner, man? How you mess up the stunner, man? He got kicked in the gut. And when he got kicked in the gut, he literally just fell. So Steve tried to catch him, but he couldn't really catch him. So he fell backwards like a ton of bricks. And then Steve Austin grabs his head and he's like, come on. You come on. He pulled him up, stuns him, and then he just drops like a sack of potatoes. And he's just lying there like this. eyes wide open, stone faced. It was the funniest shit I seen besides the Jackass match. It was the funniest thing all night. Stone Cold got up and even he was laughing. He was laughing hysterically like, what the fuck? What was that? He's like, what was that? He's like, and even he mumbled like motherfucker or some shit. Like it was hilarious. Pat McAfee, after all this was over, Pat McAfee hopped in the ring. Pat McAfee, he shared a drink with Stone Cold because he had some new lager coming out. And then he ate a Stone Cold Stunner too, which was hilarious. And then after that, Stone Cold starts laughing. And then he's literally, Pat McAfee is on the floor drinking the beer like this. Hilarious. Loved every minute of this. They didn't need that Vince McMahon 10-minute shit in the middle. They could have got rid of that. But all in all, Stone Cold saved the segment. Pat McAfee did his thing. Austin Theory did his thing. Austin Theory he's going to get a major push eventually because he's out there working with Vince directly and he's doing his thing. I mean, we hate him, but we're supposed to hate him. He's doing his thing, though. Shout out to them. That was hilarious. Then Stone Cold used to say, DTA, don't trust anybody. Like, he used to say that. He fucking stunned everybody, except his brother. He didn't stun his brother. But that was hilarious. Then we had the winner-take-all match, the main event of the evening. Your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, versus Brock Lesnar. In the beginning of the match, Brock Lesnar, they basically, Paul Heyman introduced Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar introduced himself. The reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. I think he does it better than Paul Heyman shit. You can tell Brock is out there having fun. The thing I liked about this WrestleMania is that the guys looked like they were out there having fun. They were just having fun. And that made it even more enjoyable to watch because everybody's just out there having a good time. It's awesome. So they basically had a fight. Lesnar clothesline Reigns over the top, followed him to the floor. Lesnar got distracted by Paul Heyman. He got speared through the barricade. Lesnar beat the 10 count. But first near fall of the match, Reigns hit 2 Superman punches. Lesnar fought back to his feet. He was laughing at another Superman punch, hit like 4 or 5 German suplexes, went for an F5, but Roman slid out and hit a Superman punch. As you can see, this is very formulaic. Like, these two have a very, very formulaic matches, which is fine. But then shit got a little weird. Reigns tried to follow up with a spear, but Lesnar caught him and hit him with an F5 for a near fall. Reigns then clawed Lesnar's face to avoid another F5 and drove Lesnar hit Lesnar with a spear. Then he kicked out, but Lesnar got pushed into the ref. He stopped, but then Roman pushed him into the ref anyway. The ref went down, and sure enough, I knew it, Roman hit him in the nuts. After he hit him in the nuts, hit him with a spear, he hit him in the nuts and the championship belt, but Lesnar kicked out. Then it got crazy. Then he was going for another spear, and he got caught with a Kimura. So he went for the spear, but he got caught with the Kimura while he tried to spear. And this is where shit got a little weird because reports are saying that Roman legit hurt his shoulder on this spot. And he was saying to Paul Heyman, oh no, it's out. It's out. It's out. And this is when the match started getting good. It just started getting good. And Roman clawed his way to the ropes and was literally this far away. Paul Heyman pushed the ropes to his hand, and he was able to free himself. Now, it was at this point, right after that, like Roman, he was going for an F5. Okay, so he went for an F5, missed it, and then got speared, and that was it. He got speared, and he lost. Like, it came out of nowhere. So, my thoughts after seeing the reports that Roman might have really hurt his shoulder, my thoughts are that maybe they went home early and they called the match early because Roman legitimately got hurt and he was going to win anyway, so they just went on ahead and did the finish. Because the match was just starting to get to that next level before he got hurt. So I think he legit got hurt. And because I don't think that was the intended finish. I don't think. I think it was supposed to go maybe 5 to 10 more minutes. But that's okay. The right man won. We don't know what happens now. Brock lost. So this is probably going to continue. This feud is not over. And listen, Roman got hurt. They went home early. That's fine. Shit happens. But Roman, the last thing we saw was Roman with the 2 belts. And that is how WrestleMania went off the air. And listen, WrestleMania was good. So I'm not going to sit here and say it was bad.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Good stuff. Good stuff. Listen, when WWE does well, we got to call it out. We have to. When WWE does good, we got to call it out. When WWE does terrible,
Surprise, motherfucker.
we got to shit on them. But they did well. This was a fun 2 nights of wrestling, sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. I had fun watching this WrestleMania. This was like the best WrestleMania since like WrestleMania 31. I had very, very low expectations coming in, and they exceeded all my expectations. And I told y'all yesterday, I was worried about night 2. I was worried about night 2 because I just knew that it was going to be terrible. And they proved me wrong. They proved me wrong. So, that's all I got for you guys. Monday Night Raw tonight, we will probably see Cody. We will probably see Roman. We will probably see Brock. I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw in its entirety. If you want to watch me stream RJTTV, you should. Go watch me stream RJDTV. I'm going to be doing some Halo tonight, so look out for that. And I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw, and it should be fun. So look out for me. I am out. RJD here. Follow me. These are my socials. You already know. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow for the Monday Night Raw review. Probably going to be doing a live stream, so look out for that. And as always, I am out. Be safe out there. Peace.